Hi, you winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, this Winning Wednesday has 6 points. The first point is playthroughs. Now, what we are doing on the channel with playthroughs is pretty much I finished up Event Zero and Seasons After Fall last week, or like just before the middle of last week. Those were awesome games. I was pleasantly surprised by Event Zero, especially with the ending being as nail-biting as it was, pretty much. I still apologize very much for the frame rate issues that were in the first 2 parts, but they were fixed in the last 2 parts. And then Seasons After Fall finally finished, and that was beautiful story. I kind of wish there was a little more, but I talk about that at the end. But the art is amazing, the music's amazing, the voice acting's amazing, just the story was it fell a little short, but I talk about why I think that in the ending of Seasons After Fall. As for all of the short indie games, those are still being up. I find them all over itch.io or Game Jolt or whatnot. I've been finding a lot of free ones, so at least you guys are able to play it if I don't beat it or if it has multiple endings, so that way I'm not pressured to do all of them because my patience is not that high. I have a very low patience or tolerance level, as you guys could tell. Or I'm very good at breaking games, so if you guys don't have a broken version of it, it's free for you guys to play. But otherwise, I do have another few playthroughs planned. Pretty much what we're into right now is The Uncertain, episode 1. Now, The Uncertain I thought was going to be a little different than it was, but I'm not upset by what it turned out to be. It's definitely just way different than I thought it was, or at least what I thought of from reading it and seeing the screen captions and stuff. It definitely took a different turn. I was like, oh, okay. And I talk about some things they might want to improve on for the next episodes because it's episodic. Then they're able to make those changes for the next part. So I really hope that they take some of those into account, or maybe have heard it from someone else that then they're able to know what they can improve on. But otherwise, I am impressed with it. It is going to be 7 parts for the first episode, which I wish it was less, but it took a little longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be 5 or 6 parts, but it took me a little longer to get through some areas, especially since I was trying to explore and not miss anything. There are so many references in that game that I'm kind of worried, but I hope they'll be okay for it. But otherwise, I enjoy the development that they tried to give the characters, especially like the little tweaks in things where you notice, hey, that's a little different, or that he's starting to think differently or whatnot. And then there's still a lot of story that I want to know more about. So I'm excited for the other parts, or the other episodes. But yeah, it will be 7 parts, so it should be finished uploading Sunday or Monday, depending on how videos work out this week or weekend. So like part 5 will start being uploaded Friday, since tomorrow is Don't Starve, and I'm probably going to upload the rest of Alien tomorrow. So that's the other playthrough we're going through, is now Alien. Whether or not that's not as consistent as The Uncertain or as Seasons After Fall was, because it's going to be purely live streamed. And the reason why it's purely live streamed is because this game is fucking long. Took me, 2.5 hours to get to finally getting to the memorable moment that Alien was like almost jumping on top of you at the desk scene. So yeah, that took quite a bit of time. And I have a feeling it's going to take me quite a bit of time, especially in the infuriating parts. I don't want to get so mad that I just end up hating the game. So it'll be 1, easier that I'm uneasy, and 2, that I have you guys in chat to kind of boost my spirits, to keep my spirits up, and keep someone to talk to while I'm getting pissed off. So I do like it being streamed for that reason. I miss a few things here and there when something's happening in the game. I do realize that, but that's going to happen with any game. Especially any story-driven game, and I would like to stream more story-driven games, not just have it constantly be party games where it's involving everyone. It's nice to actually be able to do something where I'm not worried about a bunch of other people and I'm just worried about the task at hand, but I still have you guys as your support and other people to talk to and keep, I love the interaction we have through chat. So that's why I like live streaming the longer games, because I know they're not as popular on YouTube. The game themselves, sure, but longer playthroughs themselves, not so much. And I want to still be able to provide you guys with the game, but also be able to interact with you guys. So I think it's a good happy medium. But I know that I only stream once a week, so it kind of replaces the opportunity to do party games, which I still like doing with you guys as well. I'm just saying I like the change. I like the variety. I've always been a variety person. My entire channel makes no sense. It's all over the place. So it's just what I like to do, and I like to change it up with you guys. That way it's not, constantly always the same thing. Because I know not everyone loves party games, and some people just like the story-driven games or likes the longer series. So, and also I can live stream for longer than I do for recording. Also, it requires a lot less editing. So, Alien has been live streamed. That was up today, and then tomorrow is going to be the second part. So that's technically a playthrough, but that's also dipping into the live stream portion, which is point number 2. But before I get into that, the last playthrough that I do kind of have in mind, because I'm insane at, first of all, with how much I've been uploading and editing, and 2, it is the third game I will have played in the last few weeks that is a horror sci-fi game, because Event Zero was, it's creepy and in space, and then Alien Isolation, and now Syndrome, which is coming up on, it's next Thursday, it's released, but I did get an early access copy, which I was not expecting in any way. I also thought it was coming out tomorrow, and it's not. So it's apparently coming out next week, and I will be able to start uploading it Tuesday. So that's kind of cool. I'm a little excited. Hopefully I remember to say that I got a key in the playthrough, because I like to try and say that when I can, so that way I can thank the developers for giving me the opportunity, but at the same time let you guys know. And I just wasn't expecting to get one that's even early before it's even released. And the embargo is early, so you guys will see it before it's actually comes to the Steam store. So that will start up on Tuesday, and I'll probably do it right as the embargo lifts, but I can't remember when that is. So I'll double check that, but right as it lifts, I'll probably have the first part, and soon after the second part, and maybe the third part, depending on how adventurous I feel this weekend. But yeah, so that's the next playthrough that I plan on doing. Sorry it's so much space, but it looks really good and scary, so we'll see. I don't know how long it's gonna be either, or if it's gonna be, I'm gonna try and do a full playthrough of it, but obviously if it gets too difficult or I break it or something, we'll find out, seeing as no one's tested it yet. Well, I'm sure they have their own testers, but I have no other people playing it to know out of my friends if it's game breaking or not, because if anyone's gonna break a game, it's gonna be me. So there is that. And then also with all the short games, I've been trying to do playthrough and then a short game for that day. So I've been pretty good at doing about 2 videos a day, even if it's including the live stream ones and Winning Wednesday and all that. I've been doing Twine games on Tuesday, alliteration reasons, but I might not be able to do that next Tuesday because of Syndrome, so I might have it on Monday. But then Thursdays are Don't Starve, which is soon wrapping up. For those of you that are really excited about Don't Starve, I'm sorry, but it will be wrapping up soon. We just know that the one that's being uploaded tomorrow is the last one of the Don't Starve Together series. Then there's going to be like 2 or 3 videos of us being competitive and trying to find each other. And then that's about it, because Dark is going on a hiatus because of situations at home. And also, I know not as many of you are as into it as once was in the beginning. And that's how it is with any long playthrough. It's always really popular in the beginning, and then it slowly trickles off. So I don't want it going on forever, and I don't want to only have people watching me for it. So it's slowly going to be weeded off. But I will obviously have videos in its place. It's not just then gonna be like, oh, well, nothing in its place. But I have been trying to do 2 videos a day on top of my job, that's full-time job, and streaming every once in a while for you guys. So I've been so far pretty good. But if that starts to pull back a little bit, at least know there's going to be 1 video a day. It's just whether or not there's 2. I'm trying my best. I've been doing so good so far, but obviously I am not full-time YouTube or streaming. I have another full-time job on top of this. So doing what I can, and I hope you guys have been enjoying how much content has been coming out, because it seems like it. I know the views have been less since people have gone to college or school, or, you know, maybe people got new jobs because people get hired in the fall and then the spring. So I know views have been a little bit lower, but with 2 videos, it's been pretty okay. I've noticed that when I only do 1 video, it kind of dies. So it seems like you guys are at least enjoying the 2 videos a day. And a lot of you seem to be enjoying the games I'm selecting. So that makes me really happy. Thank you guys for watching. But yeah, so point number 2 is basically live streams. Is this last one we did Alien Isolation. I will do another poll very soon on Twitter. So again, if you guys either see that on Twitter, or if you guys don't have a Twitter, and I know some of you don't, want to comment on this video and let me know what your vote is if eventually you do see the poll over on Twitter, if you check up on it every once in a while. But I will probably have a poll up till Friday night or Saturday morning. I'm debating. But I will have a poll on what to stream again, and I will be streaming Saturday. I don't know the time yet, because it's going to be basically whenever River is able to go to a tournament. So I'm going to be like, okay, you're at that, or not necessarily a tournament, but something similar. I'm going to be streaming during that time. So I will let you guys know probably through Twitter what I decide to start streaming on for time-wise. Because I'll probably, and I'm just letting you guys know now, I'm probably going to stop doing this live stream announcements, since I've been so consistent in doing it during the weekend. It's just been a different time every time. And no one watches the videos anyway, or it's not no one, but like a very few amount of you watch those videos anyway. Most of you just read the title and are like, oh, okay. So I might as well just type it out on Twitter instead of freak out to try and quickly record a video with an announcement, make sure that it's exactly this time. It's just gonna, and no one else does that. I'm the only one who, like, I know Bowling Otter will every once in a while, but they do it at the beginning of the month and say what days sometimes. So I've been doing it once a week on top of the videos I'm already doing. I'm probably going to not do that, but I will still make the video being like, hey, I'm live streaming right now, and I'll take it down when I'm done live streaming. That will still be a thing. So if you do happen to see that video pop up, then head on over to Twitch and watch me stream. But otherwise, Twitter is where I'm going to be putting the updates, or I will put on Twitch as soon as I know live streaming this day at this time is going to be the title of my Twitch video for this, like the actual profile page. Or the actual, if you do twitch.tv/KatFTWynn, that page will have the title there. So I will put the update there as well. So if you guys want to check in on that, or if you want to check in on Twitter, both will have the day and time that I start streaming, instead of me doing an announcement video every time. If I do votes, they're going to be on Twitter. So every once in a while, jump in there. Otherwise, you can comment on a video and be like, hey, I saw this poll on Twitter. Here's my vote, because I don't have a Twitter or whatnot. So that's what's going on with live streaming. I just wanted to update you guys on that, since I have been so consistent in that way, but it's also very hard to stay consistent in that way. And also I will start soon, I think. I'm not sure how soon, but I will maybe have a day and time that I'm consistently doing it. We'll find out. Weekends are just a little harder, but I might try to find a weekday. We'll see. Other than that, then point number 3 is that, in case you guys didn't know, I am now with the group on Twitch that is Robot College, which has John Craven, Gab, Sinnoh, Doxy, Minx, Isaac, Definition. I'm trying to remember every single name I've seen on there. Definition. Who else? Like, there's a lot. There's a lot for me to remember off the top of my head. But Craven was really sweet and asked if I could join. I was just like, someone told me to ask you what Robot College was, and I have no idea what this means. And he's like, oh, it's this. Do you want to be a part of it? I'm like, sure. So now I'm a part of a group. But the reason I mention this is because it does say it next to my name, and some people are like, what's Robot College? That's what it is. It's just a group of streamers who just are like, hey, if you like me, you'll probably like these other people in this other group. That's what it seems like. There's probably way more to it. And also we are planning to start doing robot college stuff. Like, I know there's some things in the works that people are thinking of. I'm not going to say them because I don't know how in the works they are, and I don't want to ruin anything. But there might be some stuff with that group with me. So in case you guys are wondering, that might be something to look forward to. I think it'll be kind of cool. It's the first time I've been a part of an actual physical entity group. So yeah, just so you guys know. I also realized, real quick, back to point number 2 about live streams, is there's also going to be a movie live stream this Sunday. I don't know what time. Again, I'll announce it. I will try to announce it ahead of time on other medias. I said I'm not going to do a video, but now I just realized I have that Sunday. So Sunday, me and Keto will be streaming another video. I'm not sure what, another movie. There's, Baron, really? There is a limit of 25 people in a rabbit room. So I will let you guys know the rabbit room on Twitter. And I'll probably have the video pop up saying, hey, we're live streaming the movie right now, and here's the room code down in the description. So that will also be another thing on Sunday. And we're pretty sure we know what movie, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to run it by her real quick, but it's just going to start off the October season, and we're really excited. So since we weren't able to in September, this will be pretty fun because me and Keto really love doing the Clue stream with you guys. That was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Fast forward to point number 4 is Patreon Game Wisp. Those will be updated as soon as the Patreon and Game Wisp pay through for this next month. Then I'll update those and I'll make their videos respectively. So the Patreon video will only talk about the updates in Patreon because it's going to be my Patreon video that's on the main page. So I will act as though I'm introducing you to Patreon, but I'll also restate what the tiers have been changed to, and then what you get and what the goals have been changed to. And then with Game Wisp, same thing, but I'll focus more on just the tiers and what I've done for you guys, but that won't be uploaded on Game Wisp, so that'll be more personal, me talking to you guys. Patreon questions I have sent out for the month of September. I'm sorry I'm a little late on that, so I will probably upload that video just either this week, or I'll just include it in the Winning Wednesday next week as the one for September. But 3 of you, I think out of the 5 of you, have gotten back to me. I only sent it out a few days ago, so if you haven't seen it in your Patreon or email inbox, make sure to check up on it. Maybe it's there now. So yeah, make sure to look at that if you guys are a part of that tier. Then 2 random things is point number 5. I got a cool, cute little charm for my cell phone, finally, because my little skull kid broke. And I just wanted to show you guys because it's really cute. Is it going to show it? It doesn't want to focus on them. But they're so cute. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, God. There we go. They're so cute. Okay. Anyway, it matches my phone, so I was excited. Point number 6 is I'm about to read one of these, and then I am in the middle of reading one of these. I wanted to show you guys and then see if you guys are currently reading anything or mangas or whatnot. But I am just getting started into Tokyo Ghoul because it looked really cool. And the only mangas I've ever read are romance or like, I forget, what is it called when it's a bunch of women surrounding one dude?
Reverse or harem?
Harems. Yeah, pretty much I've only ever known of harems. I knew Shag I would know. And then, Oran High School Host Club, the reverse harem. But I really wanted to try something different because this is not a feel-good manga. So I thought that would be fairly interesting, but it's really dark. Only read it if you are comfortable with seeing insides out, if you get my drift. And then the other thing, which is definitely only if you're comfortable with it, this Geo, The Death Stench Creeps by Junti Ito, I think is how you would pronounce that. He actually made something, I can't remember what it's called, the Enigma Falls, something like that.
The Enigma of Amagahara Fault.
The Enigma of something fault. River just said it, that's not going to be able to come out of my mouth easily. But he wrote a really creepy short story manga. If you guys have heard that this hole was made for me, it comes from that. It's really creepy. Really creeped me out. I know some people have done reads of it on YouTube, but it's creepy stories. So if you're not comfortable with scary, creepy stuff, don't look at his stuff. But I'm obviously into that stuff, so I got a collection of his. So I'm about to read that. So if you guys have anything cool that you're starting to read or that you're interested in reading, or maybe want to ask an opinion, maybe someone in the comments or me has an opinion of it, if you want to know, hey, is this worth it, put it in the comments. Otherwise, that's it for this Winning Wednesday. It's back to being a little long, but I just wanted to update you on everything, and I hope you guys are winning at life, and I'll see you in the next Winning Wednesday playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. So keep winning, guys. Bye.